Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome to episode 13 of Life Done Efficiently. Um, I wanna, of course, give an apology because I said I was gonna be recording a video on Monday, and of course, a video did not go up on Monday. Or no, video went out Monday, there was no video Tuesday.
Samurai, we have been waiting for you.
So, yeah, I wanna give an apology. I lied. I straight up lied. There's nothing to it. I was actually playing Wiz. I was just not on my life character. I didn't record. But I did grind my death a little bit, which finished Wallaroo. And I just been, I got some gear, but I'm back. I'm also questing my Storm on the side in Imperia. It's about like level 130 right now, but try and max him out as well. But yeah, so actually a bit to talk about in this episode. I mean, Test Realm came out on Tuesday, and of course it's Tuesday for me right now. Actually, in 3 minutes it's gonna be Wednesday, but I like the Bazaar revamp. That's good for sure. I actually I like the pet donation thing, but it isn't what I thought it was at all. I thought it was like you could actually donate pets that you didn't want and people could, go pick them up or whatever, but that's not how it is, which is pretty unfortunate. Like, they could make that an actual system, but in typical KI fashion, they have like a really good idea and it's just not executed on properly because I'm assuming they just don't have the resources to throw at, certain systems and stuff to fully flesh it out. Because they, have limited resources and things. And if they're trying to hit a deadline for an update, which they do, seasonal updates, it's just not. Most features just aren't that great in all honesty. So pretty underwhelming is all. But other than that, the Celestia gear. So I'm very excited for this because they're changing, allegedly making Celestia easier. Which I don't know if that means like boss health, but I think in specifically like the crit system for Celestia, like it kind of broke Celestia because bosses just like crit most of the time now. So I think what they're doing is just tweaking bosses like critical, maybe multiplier, maybe they still crit, but it's just a lower multiplier or something to that effect, I'm sure. So that's good, but also they're adding teleporters for faster exploration, which I don't remember it being too bad for Celestia. There are definitely some spots where they could use some more teleporters, but what else? A new gear set that's supposed to bridge like level 50 and 60 or something like that, or I honestly don't know, but a new gear set. From the past notes that I read, it seemed like it was 2 gear sets, but I'm pretty sure it's just 1, and then it's going to be auctionable. And if there's 2 gear sets, because I was kind of confused, if it's 2 gear sets, there's currently the gear set that we know about in the game that drops. And sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, there's a gear set right now in the game that drops that's not auctionable, and it drops very frequently, and it's not good at all. And from my understanding, they're adding a new gear set that's also auctionable, and then they're adding another gear set that's only dropped from like specific bosses in Celestia, and that's like supposed to be closest to like Waterworks gear, I guess, because it's meant to bridge the gap if you don't feel like farming or something like that. I don't know. The only reason I don't know is because I haven't seen like the actual gear, like the raw stats. I've only seen mention of it. Because I was looking on Atmoplex and there was just nothing as far as the gear sets. I need to check again because I haven't checked yet, but I'm assuming that'd be like one of the first things that was reported on. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't see the stats, so I can't really talk about it in detail yet, but yeah, I mean, Test Room, it's okay. They're adding some new like late game stuff, I think. Level 4 of the spell weaving stuff, which I don't really know what that means. Maybe you can train 4 spells now. Maybe that's dependent on the level. I don't really know. I haven't done it yet, so I can't speak on it. But, you know, stuff like that.
I will defend this path, wizard.
Yeah.
None shall
I missed the day, don't worry, I'm not getting burnt out or anything. I literally just, you know, I was still playing Wiz, I just wasn't, I didn't quest my life. And yeah, this episode's also nice. We're doing Crimson Fields, of course. Is this where you have to clear the battlefield? Yeah, so. A little explanation of this specific quest, which is kind of annoying, but basically, if you have like, say, 2 people in the dungeon, if you were to go into a fight, you have to clear 5 enemies, right? So if you have 2 people in the fight, what actually happens is both people get credit for the quest in the dungeon. So if 2 people are in a fight and y'all clear 3 enemies, because that's how many will join the fight, you actually get 6 total credit because 2 people are getting awarded 3 enemies. You know what I'm saying? So it actually just ends up instant completing the quest if you have multiple people in the dungeon. Whereas if you're playing solo, like myself, it's gonna take 3 separate fights because I only get credit once. So a bit unfortunate. I don't like this quest, but I don't know, it's very specific and weird. And to be honest, I don't know exactly how it works, but that's the only thing I can assume, because anytime I do this with multiple people, or even just one person, if it's just 2 people, it'll just do it from one fight. So I'm assuming both players get credit for it towards the quest in the dungeon. So, who knows? But, yes. We will keep going. I was actually watching, some of Blue's walkthrough. I like to watch walkthroughs at this point for inspiration because I'm doing my own walkthrough. Just as far as commentary and stuff like that. What he does, which is very interesting, he actually will skip ahead in the video. Now granted, he was doing fights like very slow because that was just a different era of Wiz, like we're talking 11 years ago. So, fleshed out pets. He does end up getting a pet around like episode 42 or 43 or something like that. But prior to that point, he's not getting damage from a pet. He wasn't using pack gear or anything like that. But most people don't anyway. I'm like one of the only people that's really min-maxing as far as pack gear and stuff. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so he would actually cut. So say he had to do like 3 or 4 fights for a single quest, he would cut the video. Like it'd be like, you know, I'll be back when I complete this quest or whatever the case may be, and I find that pretty interesting. I think I do quests quick enough, and also just collect rates are different, and also yeah, just defeat and collects aren't as bad as they used to be. Like they've pretty much nerfed every single defeat and collect quest in the game. And it's just, you know, it's just a lot quicker now. Like I don't really have to do cuts. So in other words, I'm doing this walkthrough at a good time in Wiz because everything is nerfed and everything's easier to collect, and it's not even easier, it's just not as annoying because having to defeat and collect like 4, for example, and then the drop rates are also bad, so you end up having to do like, you know, 4 or 5 fights for a single quest. I mean, that's why Worlds used to be so long. Which of course now it's much easier, so that's good. Yeah, this quest is garbage. For solo, I don't like it. Having to do 3 fights is annoying, and they're ice, like, come on guys, you're gonna give them tower shield? Oh, another thing about the Celestia, they're actually altering what spells the enemies have as well, which is in regards to like stuns and other probably just annoying spells that they can use. I can think of a couple instances where it's annoying. Obviously they still have like Medusa and whatnot, I'm sure, like myth bosses, but other than that, yeah, I think it's great. But and they're planning on doing all the older worlds. Because even a world like Safaria, well, they've already massively revamped Safaria. Like, you know, I've been on record saying this, I don't know why, and I even have a Reddit comment. I've commented on Reddit because I do go through the Wizard101 Reddit a lot, and like, you know, I got like 40 upvotes on a comment that it wasn't even that big of a thread where I'm basically defending Safaria, like it's not that bad anymore, and people are like, yeah, you know, I recently played through it. It's just, it's a weird narrative that, okay, this loading is taking forever. Yeah, it's almost like a narrative built around Zafaria in regards to how annoying it is. Like, the Greyhorn Mercenaries, like, I get it's a meme, but like, we're only talking like 0 out of 2 defeat and collect. Like, you get it in one fight, you do a single fight, and you complete the quest. Like, it literally is not that bad. Like, yes, you have to, there's a lot of quests that are like that, of course. Like, you end up fighting a lot of them, but if it's only one fight to complete the quest, what is there to complain about? What's the difference in fighting all the same enemy and fighting multiple different enemies? If anything, it's better because you know exactly where the enemy you have to fight is, and you can just keep going back to that same spot. I don't find it very annoying. And it's also nice because it's really just in regards to Zamunda outskirts, I think it is, where you fight most of them. A lot of people have a quest where you have to fight mercenaries. So what ends up happening is a lot of people are in that same area, so you can get help if you need it as well. So I don't know, it's weird, but it's been heavily nerfed. I mean, guys, if you go back and watch Blue's walkthrough, bro, he would have like 0 out of 8 defeat and collects. Like, it used to be terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, it used to be awful. I'm actually gonna hit first round because these guys can tower and stuff. I'm just gonna hit again. Anyways, yeah, it used to be awful, like, absolutely. There's no doubt. But it's been nerfed so much. Like, it was nerfed a while ago, and then it was also nerfed again. And they went in, like, these are... I read the patch notes and I don't see any mention of them going back and nerfing these worlds. They're talking about Celestia, them going back and doing this as if it hasn't been done already. They've been silently nerfing these quests. Not in terms of difficulty, but as far as like how difficult it is to collect and like how many you need to collect and stuff like that. Or just defeat quests in general, not even where you need to collect something. Nerfing it from like 4 to 2 or 3 to 2. Like, that in a solo scenario, that's a big difference. It sounds simple, but in terms of how many quests you can get done in like an hour, like any given time, it ramps up how many quests you can actually complete on average if you only go from having to do 2 fights or maybe 3 fights to only 1. Like, that saves you a lot of time. That's a big difference. And I just feel like the game needs more of that. Especially with how many, if you consider how many quests are in the game. Like, back when it was only, you know, 4 or 5 worlds in the game, yeah, you can do 0 out of 8 defeat and collects. You can do it all you want. It's still pretty annoying, but you can do that all you want. Because there's only, you know, 3 or 4 quests in the game. Okay, and we're done with this area. Wait, did I get the... Okay, I think we got everything. Nice. Alright. I'm yapping a lot this episode, but I do have a lot to talk about, especially since I didn't do an episode yesterday. Anyways, bottom line, I'm literally just like giving out the points I would give in the video I want to make, which I'm not sure at this point if it will ever come out, just because, you know, I'm basically making my case in my walkthrough videos, but of course not everyone will see this. But yeah, you know, I love doing discussions. Like, I love this game. I've been playing it for a long time, and I know a lot. and I love talking about it. And so I would love to do some, honestly, I want to do rant type of videos, you know. Like, I think it would be very nice to do like rant style videos, because I think that's where the most passion comes from, and you know, I don't know what I'm saying. Forgive me. Okay, I got the oyster. We're 15 minutes in, so Crimson Fields wasn't really as long as I thought it would be. Like, I low-key could have done it last episode, but I was like, I don't know. But it wouldn't have been so bad if I didn't, Also, that last fight is a good example of why I should be packing, like, Loki. Okay, let me think. No, I can just pack another hit. I'll pack a, I'll keep the wand hit because I do use wand hits. I'm just wasting time. Let me pack a leprechaun just in case. That was a good scenario where it'd be nice to have one. Feels like I could have just used rat spin into a leprechaun. Anyways, yeah, we're definitely gonna hit 35 in this episode. This is like, oh, okay, this is the start of the moss bag quest, which I'm gonna actually do. It's gonna end up being off camera. Yeah, at this point, guys, I'm just doing side quests off camera. I don't do a lot of them, so it's not like y'all are missing a whole lot, but if I come back, well, pretty much anytime I play off camera, I tell you guys exactly what I did. So it's not like a surprise. Like, I'm not gonna come back, you know, next episode level 36 or something, and y'all wonder what happened. Like, no, I'll explain what I did, but oh, I was looking for a freaking boss. What am I doing? Yeah, make sure you get the elite guys because the other ones are warriors, and I don't know why they designed the world like that, but old world things. Yeah, let's just rat spin. Yeah, I'm gonna squeeze out a little more damage. On the bright side, I opened packs on my 170 character, the Wallaroo packs, the Fairy Key packs, and for the most part it was a waste of money, but I did get a lot of pieces for my death, but more importantly, my life. Now, granted, that gear won't be the best by the time I get to max. Like, I'm going at a steady pace, but if, you know... I'm gonna be real with you guys, if I get burnt out on my life, and I don't really feel like at that point I would have to do streams probably. I think that's what most people do, like when they start to get burnt out doing episodes like this, they pretty much tend to just stream it, because at least then you can get help, and it just makes it more enjoyable having people to talk to. But I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but if I do get burnt out, maybe I want to do another character. I was thinking like I could finish like Arc 2, for example. So I hit level 100, I finish Arc 2, which is a really good stopping point. Obviously my life wouldn't be finished, but if I wanted to go ahead and make a new character or a playthrough, for example, if I want to make a balance, which probably would be my next, if I wanted to make a balance walkthrough, balanced done efficiently, then I could just pause my life after finishing Arc 2 and start up a balance, and then go back to my life whenever that happens. So, I got weakness. And this is probably a tower shield, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. I have to hit again anyways. Might be able to serve. But yeah, you know, a couple ideas I have. But I definitely want to stream at some point. I think my first stream... I don't know, I kind of want to stream at some point before, but I want to do Waterworks, definitely. Waterworks solo. And then I'll do Zigzag as well. Let's just wand hit, and then I'll Seraph next round. But yeah, I want to live stream because that's very entertaining. But I'll try and stay away from doing like episodes live. If anything, it would just be me messing around. maybe doing stuff on my death or whatever. But a lot of the thing is, like, unless I have a very, very active chat, which I won't, because I'm just not, it's my first stream, it's not like people are just gonna flock to me or whatever, but, it's just very grindy, late game. Wiz, like, it's just very boring. Like, I would rather just watch YouTube or listen to music or whatever and not stream and just grind on my own. Oh well, I barely could. But yeah. Oh, and I was also doing some reading. I didn't know this, but flat damage is basically an enchant. So what that means is I have 16 flat damage right now. I'm about to have more. What that means is it's applied before blades. So you can think about it as like an enchant, because enchants are applied before buffs and stuff. So flat damage, this 16 is actually added to the base damage before any blades or traps are taken into account. So that makes flat damage honestly better than I thought it was. And I think it's even more important early in the game. Alright, keep in mind for these, it completes the quest when you walk in, so you don't have to actually finish the quest. Finish the fight. There's a couple instances of this in Marleybone and in this world. I think it's only Cave of Solitude and only Hyde Park. I think that's the only instances of that. Might be wrong on that, but from what I remember, I hope it stays that way, because it's been in the game since, I'm sure, since this came out. So it's what, 17 years? I tried to use my TP. Anyways, let's enjoy the game a bit, shall we? Stop yapping so much. Am I going the wrong way? Yeah. Man, I was watching the Lakers Mavs game. I actually want to check the score because it was going into the fourth quarter and it's a close game before I started recording. Oh, the Lakers went on a run, I think. Nice. It's good. I want the Lakers to win. Kyrie with 32, Clay with 22. Oh my, bro, LeBron. Oh no, the highlights are gonna be crazy. Bro. LeBron just had 11 going into the fourth.
What a mistake.
And this dude's at 25 right now.
I am relieved Canado is a formidable opponent, but we can surprise him in this pagoda. He will not be expected.
This is the blue teleporter.
Piece of the jade scepter from him.
I must say the videos I've uploaded so far they've honestly been getting way more reception than I thought they would. Cause like there's so many people that record walkthroughs.
We are prepared. My little pig
And
told me that you are coming, wizard. You will never
it's
have the
I hit
jade
level
scepter
35
while
and
I
didn't
still
realize
stand.
I need to fix my gear. But yeah, so many people record them and like I don't feel like I stand out a whole lot. Like I have nice thumbnails, but as far as commentary, like, you know, I don't have a webcam, I don't have anything like that. And so the fact that I'm pulling like hundreds of views is crazy, and I really appreciate all the support Like I was honestly doing this for fun, but like I'm getting some views and it's nice. And support in the comments and everything. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I had that little 3-episode run, like 9 through 11. Crazy support on those. Like actually ridiculous. I'll take it people like watching solos of dungeons. 1360 on that, by the way. Alright, so let me make some changes real quick. So we have this. I don't have crowns, do I? Oh no, I do. I can do that. Okay, we're gonna unlock this. We're gonna replace this with the 4% right here. Oh, we can also shatter these. And we're placing them with these right here. Flat damage. That's good. Alright, this one. Oh, and also this real quick. Shatter. Make sure I don't mess this up. So yeah, we have 15 accuracy. Perfect. And then we go here. We get 1 extra damage and we also get 10 flat damage. So get percent, we get 1% and we get 10 flat. Which is good. Because that percent actually will apply to this as well. And then I don't have a tier socket or a tier jewel, so we're just gonna put Arch Mastery, and then the square I'm gonna do, I guess I would do some incoming or something. Doesn't really matter, but that's not bad. Get 2% incoming. Alright, perfect. So now we're at 90 damage and 30, so we got 14 more flat damage. So if I'm understanding right, we got 30. So basically my enchants, what I'm trying to say is my monstrous is basically worth 30 more. So it adds 175, but I also have 30 flat damage, so it's basically 205, right? If I'm understanding correctly. I'm saying right, like I'm not trying to explain to you guys, but I think that's how it works if I'm understanding it correctly. Okay, this guy just did my quest. That's crazy. Okay, Tiger Lily. Somebody here. Just a regular person questing, it looks like. Yeah, they have all the flowers here. TP back, and then that's pretty much gonna wrap up Cave of Solitude. Now I'm only at 27 minutes. I want to keep going, but it is a good stopping point, not gonna lie.
You receive the Jade Scepter.
Merciful, with the Jade Scepter,
Yeah,
we
there
can
we
now
go.
begin to restore our shrines.
Go to
Please carry the Jade
entrance
Scepter back to Sun Hu and tell
and
them
just
about
walk out the
all you've
back.
done here.
So yeah, we also get more health, right? Yeah, we get, well, only 14, but some more health. One less power bib, unfortunately, but the flat damage though, you can't go wrong with that. Just pure damage upgrade. But to be at 90 flat is really good. I really like that. 15 accuracy, 55 power bib, so not bad. And then at 40 I have some upgrades. I need to actually go digging on my other characters and see if I can find out if I have some level 40 gear. I have the robe upgrade, which is actually like 3% damage, is pretty big. But as far as hat and boots, I don't know if I have any level 40 gear. I don't think, yeah, I definitely don't have a ring that's better than this. And then Athame, nah, I don't think so. So yeah, not much upgrades to be made, but I know I get 3% damage from the robe, so. Alright, enough yapping. I talked a lot in this episode. I once again apologize if you've been keeping up with the playthrough day by day and there was no upload yesterday. I apologize because I did say I was going to upload. I knew I'd break the streak eventually, but anyways, thank you guys for watching episode 13 of Life Done Efficiently, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.